Hi everyone, my name is William Adamu Zitwagize. I'm a PhD candidate in natural resource management. This video is to give you a background about ANIREMI, the African Natural Resource Effective Management Institute, what we have achieved and what we hope for the future. First and foremost, I take this opportunity to thank Chantal Paydown Foundation, which has been supporting ANIREMI. We take this opportunity to thank you and also to thank the people who contributed to Chantal Paydown Foundation because their contribution make a documentary like this one possible. ANIREMI started in 2005 at Delta University as the African Young Voice for Peace, IVOP Africa. The organization brought together young people who wanted to contribute to the peace building initiative in Africa. Most of IVOP members were from DR Congo, Southern Sudan, Ethiopia, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, and Somalia. We came together and we decided to combine both development and peace building among the youth so that we could instill a culture of peace among our people. We felt that we should reach out to young people who live in slum areas of Nairobi. So we went and started a self-help peace building group in Kibera and another one in Korogocho, Madare, Kawangware, and Mukurukwanjenga. In the process, we used applied technology so that we help these young people to sustain themselves by using their hands, but also as an opportunity to educate them and instill a culture of peace among this young generation. So in the process, we taught them how to make soaps, both for domestic use and the industrial use, detergent. We taught them how to make candles. After teaching them how to make those products, we found that we also needed to help them find the market. So we reached out to companies, different companies, and also organizations which helped us to get to the market. So youth started selling the detergent to organizations which created income for these young men and women, but it also prevented them from getting involved into crimes and other things which destabilizes the communities. Members of those organizations grew from 25 to 600 youth. We took our products to the exhibition of World Economic Forum of 2007, which was held in Nairobi. We met some members of World Bank who were impressed by what IVOP Africa was doing and helped us to secure some grant, which was around 200,000 Kenyan money. And this money was also used to train young people from different countries, Southern Sudan, Uganda, DRC, and Burundi. After that, IVOP Africa was also involved in training members of media so that we could educate them on how to report, to promote the peace, not to report, to escalate conflict. The workshops were successful, and some of those journalists went on to study peace building and peace studies in various universities. After training a journalist, IVOP also was involved in establishing university peace clubs. These university peace clubs were very successful because our mission was to instill a culture of peace among our young people. We found that universities were a better place to instill a culture of peace and development among our youth. IVOP Africa started a peace club in Delta and started another one at Moi University, Jomo Kenyatta University, and the Catholic University. These peace groups helped the young people to acquire skills in conflict management and reconciliation, and also peace building, but also to see how they could use development as a tool to promote coexistence in our communities. By 2007, the clubs had registered more than 600 members. And the reason why we targeted the universities is because we know this generation at university at this moment are future leaders of our countries. Once we instill a culture of peace among these youth, then we are rest assured that the next generation of leaders is going to be a peace-oriented leadership. Therefore, most of the policies will be policies which promote peace and development. In 2011, I had finished my master's degree at the Brandeis University, and one of the things that I have discovered during my research and studies is that at least 70 to 80% of the conflicts which take place in Africa are based on natural resources. It's a resource-based conflict. So my question was, how could we prevent such kind of conflicts which shed the blood of our people and destroy our infrastructure? I felt that by combining both community development and peace building and the natural resource management approach, which uses a community-based natural resource management, would prevent most of the conflict in Africa. That's how ANIREMI, the African Natural Resource Effective Management Institute, was born. At ANIREMI, we focus on educating our communities, members of our communities, how to manage their resources. And so that there is transparency, communities are involved from the beginning of the project to the end of the project, so that they know what the local resources are able to do and are not able to do. Once we educate them on how to effectively manage the natural resources, then we have empowered them to take charge of their future. Conflict in countries like DRC are resource-based conflict. When a community feels left out of the revenue of the resources. In Sierra Leone, in Liberia, in Angola, in Central African Republic, Cote d'Ivoire, Southern Sudan and Sudan, Somalia, this community are engaged at war because they feel that one side of the society has marginalized the other side of the society, and yet maybe the resources are coming from the local villages. By helping local communities, government, investors, and the civil society to work together in the co-management of natural resources, by involving the members of the community, then we are likely to create a society which is transparent, which is development-oriented, and also prevent future possible conflict. And ANIREMI has managed to educate people in rural communities of Kenya and Tanzania on how to build economical stoves and help them access to solar panels. This approach also gives us opportunity to bring together communities so that they come together and talk about their differences and see how they could amicably resolve their conflict and also work together for development. It is in this capacity that ANIREMI has managed to train over 1,200 women and men on how to build economical firewood stoves using the local available resources such as bricks and the clay. This building approach combined with the development of natural resource management by educating people on how to build smoke-free stoves and distributing solar panels. Children now have been attending schools. School performance has increased because the children no longer not do their homework because of darkness. Now, one lamp of solar helps them continue doing homework after dinner. I also take this opportunity to thank Pedal Chantal Foundation, which has been supporting us and also has supported this documentary on Annereme. Thank you, and God bless you. Have a wonderful time. Let's keep peace alive.